Hi everyone, Kieran of Sapien from Filmstorm Studios bringing you another exciting look at our climbing system. Last time you saw her hands kind of rotating around her body with the different offsets, and now I've actually kind of implemented the simple locomotion system, as well as what you could say is a lot like the Assassin's Creed system. So I'll basically show you what we've got going on. So in the bottom right corner you can see the controller, you can see all my sticks moving. And you can see that it flashes when I press the right trigger. And if you're familiar with Assassin's Creed, if I hold in the trigger and run towards the wall, we engage the climbing system. And basically it gets all these different points and I can move between it. And if I hold in the trigger, in Assassin's Creed, normally you can do a bigger move, plus usually if you press the A button as well. But as you can see, it moves around freely without any other presses. And then if I need to do a bigger movement, say I want to get to that ledge here, I need to hold in the trigger. Let's see if I can get, there we go. And we also support going between blocks, so you can go up here, up here, and we can also go down and also take all these points like you would in the windows. And again, just remember that we don't have any animations playing right now, so it's basically just a placeholder climbing idle. I didn't want to go and set up all my blends and everything until I knew that the actual ledge system was working, and it took me quite a while to get it working. So if we can also traverse across ledges and angles. Oh, there we go. Pull ourselves up. And again, it is still a work in progress. And we've also got these windows. Oh, I fell down. Let's jump up here. So you can see we can navigate between here, and it also handles overhang. So we can pull ourselves up here. Don't have any full animations as of yet, so just kind of slide down. And we'll slide down here. It also handles upward kind of pipes, so you can kind of work your way up. And then you can also traverse between, see how we've got this big overhang here? And then you can pull yourself up. And of course you would normally blend between different animations there, but we've got the whole point system working. And to show you how simple it is, let's just set up a new block. Let's duplicate this guy. Maybe let's scale it down a little bit. And all we need to do is, let's just bring this up, let's drop that down. Got quite a lot of little objects going on here. Let's just create a new cube and let's zero it out. All right, now let's bring it in and let's just basically set up a ledge. And when you're developing this, like if you had your 3D programs in Maya and stuff, you could easily create all the ledges and everything. And then all you need to do for the program right now to understand where the different points are, you just need to come up to a layer and select ledge. And that's it. It completely knows what to do from then on. It generates all the points and everything automatically. So we can just then duplicate this upwards. Not sure if that's gonna... Let's just put one on the side in case we can't reach it. All right, we could color it red like all the others, but let's just give this a try. Alrighty, now if you hold trigger, alrighty. And then we pull ourselves up. Very good. And yeah, so they all work properly. One of the other things that I'm going to have to implement is going around the corner. It's kind of a little bit, doesn't really snap that well. Kind of takes a bit of an effort. I'll show you what I've been working on this side. So if you jump up to this one and then you make your way, see how it's kind of just a little bit jumpy. So I'll just need to smooth that out. It's probably just some values that aren't playing nice. So, and you can also see that it works on angles going up and also cutting between. And then when we come to do the animations, we can select different types of animations based on the objects and interactions that the player is like currently hitting. So we can get this information based off the raycast of what object was last hit, and then we can play the animation accordingly. So this would be pipe, and then this would be a point, so it would be more of a hanging, and then say this window would have like a window state, so he can support himself a little bit better if the player's hanging from there, as well as the 360 degree states that you probably saw in the other video. I kind of turned them off just for the time being because they were kind of being a bit frustrating. They weren't really giving me accurate readings. And then we can go up here, and again you can press that button. I'll just show you again. So you can't normally reach up there, but if you hold the trigger you can do a bigger jump and jump up there. And you can see that if I run into the wall without doing anything, she keeps running. I need to make her stop, maybe put her hand up and stop herself. But you can see it doesn't trigger anything until we press the trigger. And in Assassin's Creed you can pull yourself up, or you can push the trigger in and do bigger ones. And right now the trigger is kind of set to slow down the in-between, because normally you'd only press the trigger if you're doing a big jump, so it actually traverses more distance. So if I bring up the gizmos, this is actually the raycasts that are happening. So you can see these lines are where the character was facing, that just popped up. And then this detect ledge and detect follow, this is basically how we find the different points. So you can see, depending on where I push, it finds that point and then navigates me to it. And then I can press down and B, and that will drop me down. And if I also press just the trigger here, that will take me out. But I'm still working on that. It needs to actually push me out a little bit and then rotate me in. So you can see if I went out and then pushed, it essentially does that. Cool. And obviously this part of the thing has a little bit of a bug, which I'll have to work out. Excellent. Yeah, so that's pretty much my first go at doing the bigger system with the full locomotion and basic point travel. And probably when you see it next, I'll have the animations roughly in there, kind of blending between each other. And I've decided that instead of putting it up on Filmstorm, I'll probably put it up on Gumroad. I've seen a lot of users recommend putting the assets up there, so I don't have to worry about my server load, and it makes it a bit easier for you guys to do it. So once I get this project to a better state, I'll be putting it on Gumroad so you can download it and try it out for yourselves. Hopefully I can get it as nice as I can, and you can get it into your projects and working nice and fast. So let's try one more last thing, and as you can see, I haven't set up that ledge on this side yet, but it's still kind of grabbed and worked. Essentially, you can probably end up making all of these objects into little prefabs, so that way you can just drag them out, and I believe that's what they did in Assassin's Creed. Recently, they developed all the buildings and then just had pretty much a program that said, oh, okay, these ledges and these grips all line up, and then it practically generated all the streets, and then the artists just went in and touched it up and fixed it up and made it look better. So yeah, so I hope you like the system so far, and I can't wait for you to get your hands on it and try it out. So I'll probably end up releasing the system in 2 updates time. I just want to get the animations working. And then probably need a final polish, so it might take me probably another week or so, but keep an eye out. I'll keep posting videos and updating you with the progress, but hope you like it, and I'll catch you guys next time.